Assalamu alaikum. My name is Taz Chaudhry. This is actually a very important video, very important message. This is a tutorial as well on how to start a fundraiser. I did 2 fundraisers before. Alhamdulillah, it was successful. Let me explain why I'm making this video. Ever since this coronavirus started, people are in crisis. A lot of people are having financial issues and they need help. Also, masjids, it's sad, but the masjids are closed down. So my brother and me, we talked yesterday. He brought up something very important. He mentioned how ever since the coronavirus started, we all know the masjids are closed. So they can't really collect any money to pay expenses, because usually they collect their monies during Friday for the most part, for Jummah, and other times throughout the day. They collect money and those money goes towards expenses. So they still have expenses to pay. In order for them to pay these expenses, he mentioned how if I made a video, a tutorial on how to start a fundraiser, then we can share this message to the masjids, to your local masjid, anybody that's connected to a masjid. You can share it with them and they can start their own Facebook fundraiser. They will first need a Facebook page, obviously. That's the first step. And this doesn't apply just for masjids. For anybody in need in this time of crisis, we know that a lot of people may be having difficult financial issues, so they may want to start a Facebook fundraiser, or maybe if they don't want to show their face, they may want to use somebody else to start it on their behalf. So this information is good to know because you can help a person out, or a person can help themselves out financially. We can help the masjid out in this time of need, because like I said, they're not able to collect money. We do all want this to be over, and inshallah when we go back to our local masjids, we want them to remain open. And a lot of them may have issues where they can't pay their bills, so in order for us to help pay their expenses so we can actually go back to our local masjid without it closing down, I believe this is a good idea. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show a tutorial on how I set up a Facebook fundraiser the previous 2 times. It'll be like a tutorial video so you guys can understand how to do it. So if you want to do it yourself, for yourself or for somebody else, or if you, as I mentioned, are in connection with the masjid, if you're part of the committee, if you know the masjid needs help with paying their expenses, you can share this video to them. You can just copy the link on here and share it through WhatsApp, or you can share it directly through Facebook if you think it'll help a lot of people out. But yeah, this is definitely something I think is beneficial, and this is a way we can help out, and we can help the masjids by staying open and helping them pay expenses and gain reward from doing this. And we can have our local masjids in Hamtramck, Detroit, the whole Michigan start their own Facebook fundraiser. And even if people want to do it in New York or the whole US or UK, wherever around the world, wherever they allow Facebook fundraisers, they can use the same method to do it. So that way, inshallah, we can have all the masjids still remain open. And regarding the taxes, I don't know much about the taxes because I'm not an accountant. You're going to have to talk to an accountant regarding that. But I did hear that masjids fall under non-profit organizations. So I'm not sure if they even have to pay taxes on the fundraiser since they're a non-profit organization. But people that do personal fundraisers for themselves or for somebody else, they may have to pay taxes. Again, like I said, make sure you talk to your accountant regarding that. Again, share this with your masjid committees so they can start their own Facebook fundraiser, and share it with somebody that you think that may need the help and they want to start their own fundraiser. Make sure you share it with them. Before we get started, I'll say this. First thing is, everybody that wants to start a fundraiser, they need a Facebook account. So you need to make a Facebook account. And for the masjids, some masjids that already have a Facebook account, they can get started right away. But some masjids, like the local ones, the smaller masjids, may not have a Facebook page. So first step is to make a Facebook page. And then you want to at least put like pictures and show where it's located so people can know that this is a masjid. We need to make sure that these masjids are verified. I would say that whoever donates to these masjids, make sure it's verified that these are actual masjids and people aren't just making scams up and stuff like that. One thing I will mention that's very important is when I was doing the fundraisers, I noticed there's a lot of scam artists out there. So they try to make fake accounts. I might as well say it because I know stuff like that might happen. They were trying to make a username with my name on it and pretend it was me to try to scam people. So I'm pretty sure people might try to do something like that too. If they see that people are collecting money, scam artists find a way to try to jump in on it. So what I would say is some masjids that already have Facebook pages from before, I'm not concerned about them, but new masjids that wanna do a fundraiser, a Facebook fundraiser, and they don't have a Facebook page and they need to start one, I would suggest, just to be on the safe side, the people that make new Facebook accounts, the new masjids, that they post up a video of somebody that is known in that masjid, like an imam or somebody, saying that they approve this Facebook page with this fundraiser. If they just make a video, it doesn't have to be long or anything, just a real quick video, somebody that's known in that masjid, and they verify that this is their page, and then post that on Facebook page. That way, when people are donating, they don't hesitate because they know this is a verified person in that masjid. As far as the masjids that already have Facebook pages, I'm not really worried about them. If they want, they can post up a video because they already got enough likes and they already have the approval of the people that this is their actual Facebook page. So I think the new ones, as I mentioned, they should have somebody post up a video, so just so we won't hesitate to think that this is a scammer just making a fake masjid account, and they would know that this is an actual imam or this is an actual person from that masjid. This is a real masjid page. It's sad that I even have to mention this, but like I said, when I made the Facebook fundraiser, when I started it, there were people pretending to be me and asking for money, and I had to tell them, no, that's not me, don't give them no money. So that's why I'm saying just it's best to verify. That's my request. That way we can be safe from these scam artists. Okay, so that's the first step. You start a Facebook page. I'm gonna go ahead and get started and show you how I did it. It's actually a very simple process. It's nothing complicating, but I know that a lot of people feel intimidated when it comes to starting a fundraiser and stuff like this when they're not familiar with it. So I'm just gonna show you the basic steps how I did it, and you guys can try following what I do, and then you can know how to do it. All right, let's get started. First thing you want to do is log into Facebook, obviously. I like to do this through the computer, the fundraisers. You can do it through your phone, but I've never done it through the phone. So I'll just show you how to do it through the computer. Once you're logged in, you go to the top left side where it says the F. Then you click the F right here. Then you'll see on these panels, the Explore panel, underneath that, there's the fundraiser button right here. So just click that. And now you have two options, either a non-profit or a personal fundraiser. I've never done it through the non-profit, so I can't talk about how to do it that way. I can only tell you how to do it this way through the personal fundraiser. I don't know how it works for the taxes. Like I said, you have to talk to a tax expert regarding that, but I'll just guide you on how to do it. Masjids, I'm not sure if they can select this one, a non-profit. Maybe if their masjid is listed in here, then they can do that, or they need to list with, maybe they need to contact Facebook to put their masjid in it so they can select this non-profit. Again, like I said, I'm not sure how that works for this category, non-profit. If masjids can use this option or how that works, I'm not sure. You might have to ask Facebook, or you might have to ask somebody that's more familiar with that. But again, masjids could use this option as well. So I'll just discuss this option as I mentioned. And also Facebook gives you some information here, some simple tips and stuff. They kind of help you through the process, the whole process, if you read some of this stuff. But it's real simple. Anyways, I'll show you how to do it through this category right here. So first thing you do, you select this. It says that there's a fundraiser review delay. We have fewer people available to review fundraisers because of the COVID-19 outbreak, because we're also trying hard to prioritize the review of fundraisers related to COVID-19. We may be unable to review your fundraiser, or it may take longer than usual. So there's also a delay because of this coronavirus. Usually when I did it the last 2 times, it took about 16 hours to get approved. So now it may take slightly longer. I'm not sure, depending on their status. So anyways, first thing you do, you select the category. If it's for a personal fundraiser, I usually select other. or you can select family, whatever is suitable for you. But for Masjid, I would select faith. And you could probably put it under business too, where it says help covering sudden expenses. But I'm just gonna select faith. I'm gonna show how to set it up for a Masjid, how to raise expenses for a Masjid. Where are you raising money? You select the place, US. How much money do you want to raise? Um, you can put any amount you want, but I'm just gonna put 10,000. You can change this number anytime. The end date, I'm just gonna select May 11th because of COVID-19, and I can extend that date later on, or I can decrease it. You can always edit this information. It's very simple, this whole thing. It's almost done already. So after that, you just hit next. And now you just select the title of your fundraiser. You can put whatever you want, but I'm just going to put raising money for Masjid expenses. You take more time when you actually do it, obviously, so you can give more detailed information. Like it says over here, tell your story. Why are you raising money? You want to obviously put a lot more information here, but I'm just going to type in something very simple just to give you an idea. The masjids have been closed due to COVID-19. They aren't able to pay their expenses. If we can help this masjid raise money, it would be helpful. So I just wrote anything, raising money for masjid blank expenses. So if it's a specific masjid, you write their name. But like I said, over here you would probably put the masjid's address, how long they've been operating, some of the head people that operate the masjid that have it under the committee name, the imam's name, stuff like that. And as I mentioned before, I would suggest before starting a Facebook fundraiser for a masjid that an imam or somebody well known within that masjid puts out a video verifying that this is their Facebook fundraiser and this masjid is actually hosting this, so that way we know that this is not just a scammer just trying to scam people. So if they as I said, if an imam is actually talking in the video approving this fundraiser, then we already know that this is an actual fundraiser. So that's something I strongly recommend. And put as much information about the masjid and the story about why you're raising the money in this section right here. So after that, you would hit next. Over here, you're going to select a picture. For a masjid, probably put the picture of the masjid. If it's for a personal fundraiser, maybe put a picture of, if the person wants their picture up, you can put their picture up. If it's for raising money for Bangladesh, you would put a Bangladesh picture, whatever you want, whatever you think that represents your story, right? So you hit edit over here, and then you go to upload new photo. I don't really have a picture that I have ready to post up here, but I'll just put this butterfly, or this city right here. Then once it loads up, so now the picture's already up there. This is a perfect fit, the picture, but sometimes if the picture is too big or something, they let you drag it until you get the right part of the picture that you want on the cover. So you can drag it to adjust it to put the proper part of the picture. Then after you got the picture up, you just hit create. Oh, before I hit create, I'll read this to you. It says, you'll receive donations directly, and this money may be taxable by this amount right here of each donation will cover processing fees. And by tapping create, you agree to our personal fundraiser terms and Stripe's terms. Stripe's, what that is basically a third party. They're the ones that will be paying you direct deposit to the bank account that you set it up through. So right now they didn't ask me for my bank account information. This fundraiser either before they approve it or after they approve it, they will ask you for bank account number so that way they know where to send the money to, direct deposit. And they'll ask you for social security number, I believe, a birthday, maybe a driver's license number to verify who the person is. This is just standard procedure. I can't show you that part because it's going to take a few hours before they even send something like that. So that's just something to keep in mind, that they will ask you for that information, so probably have that ready. And also the bank account information, if you're doing it for yourself, you put your own bank account information. And if you're doing it for somebody else, maybe you can put their bank account information, or if you want to put your bank account and you're just going to distribute it however you got it planned out. And if it's the Masjid, you put the Masjid's bank account information. But whoever's social security number you put, I believe the 1099 will be sent from Stripe to that person. So that person should be expecting to get a 1099 from Stripe. You can show your tax accountant. So keep that in mind. Okay, so after that, I'm going to hit create. So over here it says almost done. Here's what happens next. Your fundraiser will be reviewed. We review each fundraiser to make sure it follows our guidelines. We'll let you know if your fundraiser has been published within 72 hours. Only you can see your fundraiser during this time. So again, because of COVID-19, it may take a little longer, or sometimes they might approve it early. It just depends. Over here they say you can invite your friends to get a head start. By inviting group members to share or donate to your fundraiser, we'll notify them as soon as it's published. So you can invite the friends by clicking this button right here, and then you can hit all these invite buttons, and they say that they'll let them know about it after it's published. You can do that, or after it's published you can invite them as well. I like to invite them after it's published, but it's up to you however you want to do that. So that's pretty much it. See over here it says your fundraiser is pending. Invites will be sent once your fundraiser is published. Connect friends to cause to build momentum and reach your goal. But it's important that you invite your friends, because if you invite a lot of friends, they will also invite their friends, and a lot of people will know about it. So let me go over a few things over here. As you can see over here, it says pending review. Once they approve it, like they said, it could take up to 72 hours, maybe longer, maybe less. It took me about 16 hours to get approved. And this will show that it's already approved after it gets approved. Let me show you guys a few things here. Once it gets approved, you can invite through here as well. And this is a link over here that they have, which you can basically copy this and paste it to WhatsApp and share it to somebody, share it through group chats or SMS messages. However you want to give it to somebody, you can use that link to give it. Or you can share right here. Right now it's blacked out, it's darkened. But once it gets approved, you can share it through here, directly through Facebook or through Facebook Messenger. So here's some other options over here. You see how this amount is 10,000? Say I want to edit my fundraiser. I want to increase that amount, or I want to change this picture or whatever. You just go to more over here. You click that. Set up payments. All this stuff is related to your bank account information. After they ask you your bank account information, that will be set up. And over here, you can select the beneficiary. Like if you're doing this for somebody else, you can put their names and stuff if you want. It's up to you. Anyways, let me go to edit fundraiser over here. This is chat support also. If you have some questions, you can also chat with them. You can chat with them and bring it up to them, your questions and stuff. And there's some tabs over here that gives you some information if you want to look through it. But anyways, let me go to edit fundraiser over here. So if I want to change the picture, I would do the same thing. I'll just go to edit and select another picture if I want to. So right now over here, let's say I want to change the amount to 20,000. So I just go there, and I want to change the date to May 26th. So that's as simple as that. And over here is organizers. You can add organizers to your fundraiser if you like. Like you can add a friend over here from your Facebook list or whatever. You would just add them through here. Right now it won't let me because it's not approved. Once it gets approved, then you can add them. So after that, you just hit save. So that's basically about it. Once it gets approved, make sure you share your fundraiser on your timeline and to your friends so they can know about it and they can also share it. And like I said, use this copy link. If you're doing it through your phone, just copy the link or copy this link through your browser, through your internet browser. If you're doing it through a computer, you can email this to yourself and then you can use that to send it to people on WhatsApp and SMS. Let's say you lost track of where your fundraiser was, you can always go back to that F right there, and then under fundraisers, just go to manage. There's about, explore, and manage. So if you go to manage, you'll see your fundraiser was right here. This is the one that I just made, so I'll just go right here again. It's as simple as that.